Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of Talk of the Rift. This is a podcast about all things League of Legends, from current state of the meta, upcoming changes, and professional play. I am your host, Logan, and joining me today is Eli.
Hi.
And Coobs.
What up?
At the end of the show, we like to do a live Q&A, so if you want to submit your questions, you can tweet them to us at Talk of the Rift, post them in Twitch chat, and if you missed any of our previous episodes, you can check them out at anchor.fm/talkoftherift, and from there you can find us on virtually all podcast platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, just to name a few. How you guys doing today?
I've been better. Sorry, my high was a little croaky. I was in the middle of a coughing fit. I was like, I hope this ends before you announce me, and it didn't. So,
yeah, I have a slight scratch. There we go, in my throat, so I might need a second too, but it should be okay once I get talking.
Well, I'm doing great.
Oh, friggin' brag about it.
I heard your Twisted Fate would beg to differ.
Ooh.
What do you mean? I haven't lost on it.
Oh, your brother makes it sound like you lose all the time.
Well,
yeah,
his brother says a lot of things about League of Legends that aren't.
I literally
100% accurate.
just went like 10-0 in a game with him, and we won in like 22 minutes. So that's going great. I'm a top lane main now.
Wait, you playing
Because
TF
reasons?
No, I played that one mid because I want to try him after the buffs. But
Oh, you kind of said like that was a natural progression from the previous thing we were talking about, and it confused me.
in a way it is. I could play TF top. It's probably pretty good.
Okay.
You said Wukong, right?
Yeah, Wukong and
Okay.
Shaco, baby.
Well,
How do you like Wukong so far?
He's pretty. I like him. I don't know. I don't really understand why he's going to be getting nerfs here, but he's fun. I think he's better than before.
Yeah, his double knockup is fun.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the clone is actually like a mechanic now.
mm-hmm.
And which is way more fun to use. So,
Do you think the dash from that ability should let you go over walls?
Yes, 100% it should. It upsets me that it doesn't.
I was playing around with it in the practice tool, and I was like, it won't let me, like, this is the narrowest wall I can find. Does it just not go over? Like, he's supposed to be a jungle champion that has a dash that can't go over a wall.
It used to go over walls, like in their like initial one, and then they changed it because people said it was too OP. I just feel like it should. I feel like, I don't know. I guess like if it, because of the range of it, it'd be able to go over like every wall. But I
mean, not every wall.
Almost every wall.
It wouldn't be able to go over red buff wall. It wouldn't be able to go over like the
right. But you'd be able to go up Dragon Pit, down Dragon Pit, river.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I don't see that's a problem.
I
can do it.
I mean, right. But yeah, it definitely feels like you should be able to do it. But maybe he'd have too much mobility. I don't know.
I also think either that or his clone should also dash with him when he uses his E with a clone out.
I'm kind of glad it doesn't. I think that'd be really strong. They'd have to nerf a lot then.
Make his wave clear like way better, like if he was a jungler, right?
Make his wave clear better, make his trading better. Because then his E is guaranteed to always be attacking the enemy champion, so they'd have to nerf the damage a lot.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, he's unplayable into AP matchups. That's pretty much. I don't know. It feels so awful, like playing it against a non-AD threat. But against ADs, he feels pretty good. I think his passive probably does need to get nerfed a little bit. But they're also nerfing his HP regen, which I don't really get, and his W cost his clone cost is going up. And the damage of it is going down. Yeah.
Cost is a lot.
And you max it last, so it's staying at 80 because it scales down with levels.
Yeah.
But it's just staying.
So it's just staying at 80 like the whole game, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't think they really need to do the cost of the W. I think that's overboard. The damage they're taking off it's kind of a lot. It's like 20%. It's like from 70 to 50. Or something like that. And if they do all that and give him some MR in his passive, maybe not as much as his armor, but I think it'd be cool. But maybe that's the point. Allow him to be countered.
I played in one game top and I played a game jungle. I popped off on both. I didn't win either.
I've only played him top so far.
The top, I got like 17 kills, and the jungle, I got like 10.
Like his win rate's high right now, but that's just because people keep thinking that his like him ulting twice is a bug. And once they figure out that it's not, and that's an intended mechanic if you read it.
Does it transmit damage both times?
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah.
But the damage, honestly, the damage
is not that good. You just knock him up. Like you're better off just like knock him up and then immediately like cancel and then like combo them.
EQ,
Right.
yeah, EQ does more damage than his ulti does full channel.
Okay.
And yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's some of the big Wukong main Harambe.
That's awesome.
Really,
I didn't
hates
realize that guy existed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's funny.
He's pretty vocal on Twitter about that champion. But he wants the double knock up to get removed for like added damage to like the ult, which I don't hate.
Just make one strong like ultimate rather than two half.
Yeah,
I like the double.
Two. I like the two. I think it's more fun that way. But it does feel bad that it like actually doesn't do damage.
I think the world is a better place if you're building Bruiser Wukong with more CC versus straight assassin Wukong with a one-shot ultimate. Because we already had that. That's what he used to be. He used to be a one-shot like dive in ulti like one-shot the team.
Yeah.
Feast or famine champ, and that's why we changed him, is to get away from that because it's toxic to play against and it's not fun because nobody played the guy other than this Harambe dude.
Because he was bad. Even with that, he was.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say something. I forget what it was. You got me off track, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. I really like it, building Bork on him.
I have not tried that yet.
Bork Black Cleaver, it's actually super fun. If I only played one game of it, before I just did like Tiamat, Black Cleaver, or Tiamat into Triforce. I haven't tried lethality on him yet. Kind of want to still to see what it kind of feels like, but
yeah, I did the
Tiamat.
Bork
Feels nice.
I did the Tiamat top lane, but
yeah. But with the Bork, like his trading feels super good because with the additional attack speed from the E, and then his Q, procs obviously, and his ult does % health, and that does % health. I don't know. It just felt good to use. So I might just be using that build from now on. But yeah, excited for Fiddlesticks too.
This is a dumb question. Does Wukong get lifesteal from his clone auto attacking?
That I don't know. I know the clone. I guess I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the clone procs the damage. But I think the healing would just go to the clone anyways, not to like the actual Wukong.
I suppose that probably get coded as ability damage.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if instead of going Bork, you went Gunblade, and then the clone damage healed you as well.
Yeah, that would, because it's all damage that you're doing, not just like lifesteal.
That's kind of disgusting.
And
plus, he doesn't have any AP ratio,
no,
so it's kind of a
his E is 70% AP.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe that's the hit.
We just build a meta.
Maybe we did. Better believe I'm gonna try it. I don't think it's gonna be good, but we're gonna try it, baby.
I encourage you to do so.
But yeah, people are also hating on the fact that his E does magical damage, but I like it because everyone's going tabbies against him. Just allows him to not care about the tabbies in a way. I don't know. Yeah. I think it's a good rework. Some people are hating on him. Some people are calling him broken, which they're very misinformed on. Like if I had to put him in like a tier, I'd put him in like a B tier.
I think he's hella fun to play now.
But I had him in like C- tier before that, so.
I'm trying to find the tweet. There's some LCS personality that was saying that he called Wukong freelo and to play him while you can because he's gonna get nerfed. And I don't
even think he's free. Like maybe right now he's freelo because people don't understand him. But like that win rate's gonna go down. Like if they don't make a change, that win rate's going down. Just because it's I don't know. Literally, the people don't like. Every time I've played Wukong today, every single time the first thing the top laner says to me is like, "Wait, he can ult twice now?" Like no one knows, which I don't understand how they don't know. But I've like, it's just been a free like level 6 kill like every time because it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
gone.
I don't know how much I don't know what Bork feels like on him because I haven't done that yet. I just built Triforce twice, or in the both games, and
Mhm.
I love his like E attack speed. Like you just like E in on somebody and just frickin' smack them.
It's
I love it.
Yep.
Because then it lowers the cooldown of his Q, and then you like spam Q, and
Q and more.
and you have the Triforce Sheen proc, and I don't know, I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, he's super fun. So I'm spamming games with him right now. And because I just like how he played. Even if he was like not that great, I'd still probably be playing him because
I don't know.
I've always loved that clone mechanic, like in all the games, like the Wukong version in Heroes of the Storm, Samuro or something. It plays a lot like the W clone plays a lot like that now.
Huh.
Who?
And so, it starts with an S. Sumuro. It's the guy who has like 3 of his
Samuro.
clones. Samuro,
It's-
yeah.
Oh
He has like 3 clones,
yeah.
and one of his ultis he can like just switch in between the clones wherever he wants.
He's an old
Oh, the
Warcraft
orc.
3
Yeah.
Warcraft 3
Yeah.
character.
Yep. And so now this behaves a lot like that, and I love playing that guy. So
I don't know if
just feels fun.
I don't know if Champion.gg is currently up to date, but Wukong Middle has a 53.5% win rate.
I'm a little surprised by that, but I think it's just because still no one knows how to play against him. It just feels bad. Like I've played against the Mordekaiser, and there's like nothing you can do. I haven't tried against Vlad yet. There's just like the other AP top winner that I'd be worried about, but
I'm gonna put a caveat on that stat I just gave you because the number 1, 2, and 3 are Kled support at 61, Katarina support at 57, and Ari support at 56.
okay, yeah, that's probably a good caveat to throw in there.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's platinum above too. So.
Yeah, some weird stuff that goes on in Diamond 4.
You guys want to move on to Fiddlesticks? I know
would
you'd mentioned
love
it
to.
before, saying you're excited. Since we're on the
Yes.
topic of reworks,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Fiddlesticks got announced finally. Just waiting on Volibear still. Which real quick before we get into Fiddlesticks.
We should theory crap what Volibear is going to be. After
Okay,
this.
so somebody said this on Reddit, and I like the idea a lot. But they said in their post when they were like, Volibear's coming, like he'll get his time, but Fiddlesticks is first. And then they were like, ... unstoppable, by the way. So the theory is that he is always unstoppable, and all hard CC on him is converted to a slow. So you can't like CC him actually. Like if you Leona ult him, he just gets like it's like a 9, it'd be like 99 or 97, but like basic, and then you would just build slow resistances on him, so he would just, not be terrible. But like basically when he Qs at people, like he just can't be CC'd now. He'll just keep running at you. So that's like the workaround.
Important distinction: is it while he's queuing he cannot be
No,
physically
like
stopped,
always,
or is it-
like
That's his passive.
100% all the time his passive is that he cannot be hard CC'd. So when you
Kinda hate
use
that.
like his Q, for instance, he will not like, you can't like thresh hook him or like flame away. He'll get slowed, but like he won't stop running.
Kinda hate that.
Yeah, that sounds super obnoxious.
Nah, man, I love
Yeah.
it. It's just like the dragon in Heroes of the Storm.
Dude,
I love that
just
shit.
That just sounds like the epitome of like feels fun to play as, feels cancer to play against.
Yeah,
But we'll see. Maybe like
I mean, you have to like
X
also
amount of-
remember like if
maybe
it's a high
stuns are gonna
slow,
be-
like
well,
think of
yeah,
a
if
wither.
If stuns are gonna be a 99% slow against them, like slow resistance is only gonna do so much.
Right.
Maybe
It
it's,
might
like,
as well
feels
just be a stun.
okay,
Right.
But
wait,
man,
so it like Lee Sin couldn't be displaced at all? Lee Sin
No.
couldn't kick him?
Yeah, like if Lee Sin
yeah,
kicks, he
nah.
just stays there.
Ooh, I just hate that.
Yeah, no, that feels bad.
I wonder
feel
if it would
that.
feel like, it might feel like bad to play even, because you might like just be so wired that you'll like oh, I'm getting blitz pulled, and then you don't. It might just feel weird to like just keep you know what I mean, to like just keep clicking forward and whatnot.
I like the idea that he goes to grab a Thresh Lantern and slows himself by 99%.
Hey man, grab the lantern. Like, okay, like shit.
Just
Just
Takes
like,
him like 15 seconds to get to Thresh.
throws the lantern in the middle of the fight, like
Oh
accidentally
my
clicks
God.
it. Damn it. He's like, I'm slowed again.
The other interaction is that Volibear is so heavy it just pulls Thresh to him instead.
Yeah, there you go. Be funny.
Yeah, I hope that's not true.
I guess we'll see.
I
Well,
honestly like kind of don't want his Q to be in the game. I don't know why. I just like, I know it's like iconic Volibear, but I don't know.
Because I think they said that his ultimate is. I think they kind of teased that his ultimate is a more like turn into a like it's still the same ultimate, but it's more of like Monster Bear hack and slash, like rip apart people kind of a thing.
Okay.
More Monster Bear. So who knows?
Yeah, I just want more volley, less bear. That's what I want.
More volley.
Yeah.
You want
Well-
more lightning, less animal.
More lightning, less animal. I don't
Just
want
play
this
Ornn, dude.
whole...
I think they said that. Didn't they say in an early post that his lightning? Because I think they said that lightning is just like in his kit, where like his auto attacks just produce chain lightning.
Oh my god, that also sounds obnoxious. What?
Dude, I love that. Just static shift Volibear top. Let's fucking go.
Whatevs. Anyway, the champion we do know about, Fiddlesticks.
I would like that. No, I'm gonna go on this. It's
What,
like his
perma
three
chain lightning?
just more 3 auto passives. Every 3
Oh,
autos. Chain
God.
lightning. Just give me more of them. Okay, now we can move to
You probably run on the Energize system. It's the way of the future.
It's true.
The Fiddlesticks cinematic was dope.
Yeah.
That
was-
cinematic is something else, man.
You guys see the video like comparing like 2011 releases to releases now?
Yeah.
It's like Wukong dancing, like
Wukong.
who's that Pokemon? And then like it's just like the picture of the like the video clip of the Fiddlesticks running at you. I was like,
Ugh.
okay, yeah, League has come a long ways. But yeah, that was one of their best teasers of all time, I'd say.
I'll be interested to see if they change his lore at all. I haven't read it.
They've
recently,
already
but-
updated it.
I think they
already
already
did,
did,
Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but they updated
What?
him and Kennen at the same time. I don't know if that means they're connected, but
I think more.
I,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I can't draw those invisible lines in my head. How did?
I don't know what region Fiddlesticks is like from. I don't know what
Is it
like
just-
region he haunts.
I think he's the wild.
Well, it'd be
That he's, like-
Demacia because it's Demacian soldiers that he kills. Because they're talking about the Freljord invasion from the mages.
I'll,
Or he's
I'll
got-
look into it.
Got to be.
I'm
It's got to be some forest either in Demacia or like on the line of Demacia Noxus or something like that.
He's Rune. Just Runeterra is the region.
Oh, gotcha. Anyway, his kid is practically exactly the same for the most
Oh
part.
my god, that's horrifying.
At least it's the same concept, which is cool.
Yeah, Fiddlesticks has no relation with Kennen.
Really quick,
Yeah.
the tagline on Fiddlesticks, like the quote, is "It's hunting us. It knows what we're afraid of."
Mm.
That's a little. Hey, Riot, this is a kids game. Come on, man. I don't need that.
It's a kid. It's a kid's monster.
That's
That was like the thing they talked about every time they release like an update on the rework. Is they were like, we're trying to make a scary story for kids. Because like, what scary thing would be called Fiddlesticks if not named it like by a kid?
Yeah.
So I was like, huh, that's a good point.
Keys around his neck. That's weird. I watched our mutual friend Dion play Fiddlesticks in One for All. And by watched, I mean I was doing something else and I had the Discord stream up on my other monitor. And just the sounds coming from that game were horrifying. Because everything Fiddlesticks does is horrifying sounding, and there were 10 of them. I hated it. I hated it all. But I love it at the same time.
What do you think about his passive that replaces his ward trinket with
Oh, it's so dope.
decoys that are
I
wards
love
and
that.
sweepers?
I
think
love
it's
that.
good. I think it's good.
Yeah,
very,
no, I'm
very on theme.
Yeah, it like allows Fiddlestick support to keep being a thing. Maybe not. I don't really know, but it could. And just I think you can do some fun stuff with it. And like his whole thing is like the vision, like he'll be like the best not the best, but like vision now is like already super important for Fiddlestick, so it gives him like a better use of that.
Yeah.
And I think like it fits the theme pretty well. Like
I'm
knowing where you are, you not knowing where he is, like that video kind of showed.
I'm waiting for highlight reels of people stacking those into a brush and then them also sitting there.
Which one? Until
So
then
that-
Orion
what's-
alts.
Right. But like, they don't have somebody. This is gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do it, and somebody on their team is gonna just blindly walk in, face check the bush, and they're gonna get ulted by 5 Fiddlesticks.
Wait, do they copy abilities?
The abilities that they yeah, they do. They
But
Okay, so you know that.
they can simulate abilities, but it's not like
Right.
you press
They don't-
R, they
yeah,
all
they don't do
press
no,
R.
damage.
right.
Oh, okay.
As time scales, the abilities that they copy scale as well, or something like that. So like when you're
Oh,
late
what the
game,
fuck?
more of them will do ultimates.
Oh damn! I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's horrifying. You said horrifying
It's-
really weirdly.
Do they do damage, or is it just
No,
like the
they don't do
roll?
damage.
Okay, good. Okay.
I
literally
don't
they're-
think it
they're-
matters. If I'm walking towards like Elder Drake because the enemy team is doing it and a fucking Fiddlesticks comes out of a bush at me, I'm gonna piss myself, dude. That's
You're
like
gonna flash
your
away.
brain is gonna be like, hey man, it's not doing damage. You're just gonna be like, shit. You're gonna like flash. Like I mean, it's just gonna be so. You're gonna be so high strung that like, you know what I mean. You're just gonna flash instant.
It's the thing Nico needed on release.
Yeah.
But that's pretty. Yeah, no, I like that. That's awesome. Okay.
I like the W drain is on like everything around him.
Yeah,
nice.
that's the whole reason
Is
why
it-
I want to play it.
Is it capped at like 5 targets or is it just whatever's around him?
I think it's
whatever's
whatever's
around him.
Yeah, because I know he uses it
Josh
on
was
Razor
telling me-
Beaks.
Josh was telling me earlier that he can clear by himself Razorbeaks and Red Buff at the same time, and
Yeah,
then go over
that's
do
a-
Wolves and Blue Buff at the same time.
Yeah, he's gonna
Blue buff
do
and
Grom.
Grom. Yeah,
Or, I'm
and
sorry, Blue Buff and Ground.
he can do a full jungle clear before Scuttle Crab spawns.
Yeah, no, I'm. Yeah, that sounds insane.
Which I'm sure that concept
he's
will get
gonna be
nerfed. Yeah, like just
Yeah,
the
he's
sustain of that.
Gotta get nerfed. But yeah, that's pretty. Maybe they'll just like nerf it for everybody. Where like they just like shorten the distance that you can drag the buffs, and that might be
Yeah.
their fix. I'd rather them do that than like nerfing the
Or they'll up,
champion that's
or they'll
newly
up
released.
his mana cost on his W or something like that, so he
Yeah.
can't
They'll-
use it so much.
I
They'll
hope
probably
not.
cap the number of neutral monsters that can be affected by it at one time.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That way they don't have to mess with how it affects like against a team full of champions. Like you can still drain everybody that's close by, but if it can only
Yeah.
hit like 3 monsters at a time.
I hope they just do the patience runs out faster, because then it cucks Jungle Karthus, and I hate Jungle Karthus.
That's what I went against
So,
as my Wukong today.
really.
He just outcleared me like crazy.
Yeah,
It was annoying as hell.
and he's AP, so you don't have a passive against him.
Yep. Yeah, he gets magic resistance.
No,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
No, it's armor and
No,
health
it's just
regen.
armor. Then he gets 0.5 of his max health as additional health regen.
Yeah, it's just armor and health regen.
That's why AP matchups are so aids again for him.
This silence is brought to you by the fact that Logan doesn't believe us.
And is looking it up.
I am looking it up. I was positive that it was armor and magic resistance.
No,
No.
it used to be.
It used to be.
And
Him
Oh,
and Grace-
removed magic. Okay, removed
Yeah,
magic
yeah.
resistance. There we go. Okay. I was like, damn, dude. I was positive that shit stacked.
No. And thank God for that, to be honest with you.
yeah.
If it was armor and magic resist, they'd have to lower the amount that you get.
Yeah, which I think is probably, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, it's a counter thing.
Yeah.
But like, did you really have to have him not have a passive against half the champions in League of Legends? Is that really the way to do it? Oh well.
Is that do half the champions in League of Legends do magic damage?
It's got to be close.
I would assume.
I
I
know
mean,
there's like,
yeah.
I know there's like very few champions that only do physical damage, or maybe like only scale off physical damage. I can't remember which one it is, but
Darius.
yeah, Darius, Vayne, although he technically has the true damage. If you want,
I would
only
I would
scales off
imagine
AD.
that if they were tilting over one
Zed.
way, they would create more champions to keep it balanced because you don't want a game that has like more AD based champions only.
I'd imagine it's pretty close to 50-50.
Yeah.
That's
Who knows with all
probably
the
true.
percent max health and crap and magic and all that shit.
Yeah, we'll go through it someday. But yeah,
Anything else on Fiddlesticks?
I actually think he like no troll. I know I say this about every champion. I'm gonna play in middle, but I actually think he could be okay middle, and especially into like melee matchups.
Yeah, his silence, like the claws, a low enough cooldown that you could actually
Yeah.
conceivably be able to have a trade. Like if you're clearing with your drain, you can trade with your claw. Like it
Mhm.
seems like it's set up to do that.
Yeah, maybe his claw it could just like wave clear, like at the range that it is,
It
so
might
you
be.
don't have to like walk in between every single wave all the time. But
Like if you have 2 Doran's rings and you max your E first, you can clear the backline minions in one
yeah,
swing. Something like that. That would
yeah,
certainly make
or
it
just
viable.
yeah. So I actually think like he could actually. I mean, depends on like numbers and stats, obviously, but like maybe he has just like the most ridiculous AP, like mana costs that you just can't.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
um, but it'd be fun to try. So I'm excited for as far as that for me personally to play him like that. Uh, but I think he'll be strong. I think it's always good when an AP jungler gets buffed because they're almost never meta.
Yeah.
Unless they're a tank like Sejuani.
Yeah, they don't count.
Oh, okay.
And when they are
I
meta,
thought the
it
actual-
doesn't
caveat was
last long.
they did magic damage, but
No,
whatever.
well, but built magic like damage. Built for damage.
Built Ford tough.
Like otherwise, it's pretty much been like Gragas has really been the only one that's like stayed.
Oh
Elise
no,
comes
I
here and
mean,
there, but that's like
oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Hold on. Can we back up like 5 minutes to where you were talking about how you hated Jungle Karthus?
Yeah, well,
And now you're
Jungle
saying you
Karthus is
want
just
magic damage
yeah,
junglers to get buffed.
yeah. Well, just like no, there's more options for it. Nerf the crap out of Jungle Karthus. I don't want someone that can gank all 5 lanes at the same time. But I think but like champions that actually have to be around and do stuff. I'm down for them to get buffed. Like the Brand's a jungler now. Didn't you hear? Or he will be, or he is now. I can't remember.
I've seen Brand jungle before.
Yeah, now he's better. Teemo jungle.
I've
I
played
actually
Teemo
need to try
jungle.
that. I need to
It's
try that.
actually good.
Teemo jungle's fun. It's really fun to do,
Yeah.
especially because you don't feel like when you're setting up for an objective like dragon or baron spawning, you can actually go set up with your shrooms like minutes in advance.
Yeah.
And then it's not like, oh, we don't know where the Teemo is. I bet he's doing that. It's we always don't know where Teemo is.
Yeah, there's actually a challenger Teemo jungle only player before this already. So he's
Good.
extremely happy.
Good.
He'll be rank 1, I'm sure.
Are you sure?
No. No.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. But he will climb. More
I'll
than
give
me.
you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Wait, what did they change about Teemo jungle?
His
It's like
blind,
poison. Doesn't his blind? I thought it was
his
and his
blind
E, though,
lasts
right?
100% longer versus monsters, and his E does 150% damage to monsters.
Be right back. I'm gonna go main Teemo in the jungle forever.
Dude, I completely forgot. Like I read all of these, but I completely forgot because I was just so overwhelmed with like wanting
Well-
to play Wukong that I completely forgot they actually did a bunch of fun stuff this patch.
Yeah, let's actually move on to the patch then, and we'll talk about it.
Pull it up real quick.
What do you like the
Yeah, I don't
most?
have
Mine's
patch
bugged
notes.
as hell right now, by the way. So
Are you doing it in the league client? Because
yeah,
because it has that picture in the background that never goes away.
Is it
Okay.
10-5 or is that what we're on?
6.
10-6. Is 10-6 out?
Yes, it came out Wednesday,
Oh.
yesterday. Where I played a shit ton of TFT, and the mobile's out, and I played.
Wait, what is this bug fix? What is this bug fix? Excuse me,
The
Kane.
yeah.
oh yeah.
You can hit
If he stood on,
everybody.
he could stand on fountain, and then you could just W globally like at people.
Is there a
What?
video for this?
Yeah, yeah, it's on Reddit. It's funny as hell.
What?
You can still do it on the PB apparently.
Where is it? Wait, I don't want Kanye W bug. Come on.
That's such a weird. Like, how does what? Okay, I don't like using spaghetti code, but what spaghetti code allows this to happen?
Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever they did, increasing his how much like energy or darkness or whatever the hell he gets from his for his passive. Whatever that is.
I don't know what it is actually.
Little
It's
bloblets.
not rage.
No.
What? I don't know what that
No.
is.
I'm gonna need you to link this to me. I can't find it.
I
But
don't know
anyways,
where it is either. I saw it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
anyways, the patch. The patch. The good old patch.
Well, what'd you
Autofill
like?
balance is actually super nice.
That's super nice.
I am on board with this because
I don't
it
know
always
why.
sucks.
Yeah.
It always sucks if you got 3 people on your team that are autofilled in like a flex game or something, and then the other team is a 5 stack, so they're automatically getting the lanes they want. Then
Or
you're
like us, and we're all 5 of us are autofilled.
yeah, well, that's not autofilled. That's picking fill.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
difference.
But yeah, no, it's I don't know why this hasn't been a thing since the beginning. I don't know why it's taken them so long, since especially like the higher up you go, whoever gets the autofill jungle just auto loses.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember like a year ago seeing somebody like I'm trying to remember. I think it was Afromu took a screenshot, and 4 people on his team were autofilled support mains.
yeah, yeah, and that's Tyler one was complaining about that because he's like, dude, you're support main. If you get autofilled, just dodge. You can't play the game. You're a support main.
Wow,
Which was flamey, but like,
a little.
support compared to any other role is like such a drastic change in like ability,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And maybe all you support players out there will hate me for it, but like it's true. You don't have to CS. You don't, so like you're not like those people in Challenger are not going to be CSing as well as the people who are actually playing maining that
You're
role.
literally playing a different game than the rest of the
Yeah.
people in the game.
Yeah.
And that's not to say necessarily that it like there's still a learning curve to it. Like playing support well still requires skill. Like you have to have this amount of knowledge, and it's not zero. I'm not saying support is a brain dead role, but there's also like the acceptable range for being a good support player is a wider range than any other role. I would say that.
There's a reason why Keith can play support in the LCS. We haven't seen other support play a different role in the LCS.
Wasn't Caps playing support now too?
Is he actually? I thought he was. I haven't been paying
No.
attention.
Caps is
ADC,
the bot laner. ADC.
He's ADC.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I was
trying to think of a support main who like switch roles, and I can't.
There is.
Aframo was an ADC main. Corey JJ was ADC main.
Went to support.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, plenty of people have gone to support.
Huhi, High.
Yeah.
All go to support. Yeah, I can't think of a support that became something else.
Xpeke played support for a minute there.
I don't even remember that.
Pretty sure. I'm really hoping the last 3 things I've said haven't been wrong, but
Oh, Koobs, you're the Anivia main. What about
Doesn't
her
matter.
ulti?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. It's ridiculous. It's the.
What did you think? Did you see
buff.
Did you see the change they were gonna do?
Yes, and that would have been just. It would have been a bad idea, but I would have loved it. You're talking about the CC not canceling.
Doesn't cancel her ultimate.
It would have been an awful idea, but it would have made her like good because I think she's kind of bad right now.
Xpeke played support for Origin, by the way, when he came back.
Okay. But yeah, this one, like, you're gonna E when it goes max. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, maybe like here and there it will. Like maybe
it's not okay. Gonna be a noticeable difference.
Like every once in a while you'll do it. Like, oh, this person ran away. All right, flash E. Oh, it's still the damage. Nice. But I doubt it does much for the win rate. My money's on like 0.5%, if any. Aphelios nerf, nice. Although I see him a lot. I haven't really seen him in a long time, actually. I think because people are sick of the mechanic.
The mechanic of
like just sick of him in general, or what?
Just like, I don't know. I think it's annoying. The like I used to like it because I was like, oh, this is fun and all this stuff. But like every gun's kind of strong, but some guns are more fun to play as than the others. For me, like when I'm playing them, I was like, I don't want this gun out.
It would be fun.
And so it's like kind of annoying
if they changed him thematically to like you would have like you could go to Fountain and select what gun you're using, but then you just have it until you go back to Fountain to reselect a gun. Like he has an arsenal, but it's not constantly.
Yeah, that
switching.
wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, actually,
I think
like
the
that.
obvious problem with that is that you definitely would just figure out the two guns or like the one gun that was OP.
You just go flamethrower or chakram. Is what I would do.
Right.
the
And then you
entire
would just
time.
always do that, or sniper
Yeah.
chakram, and you know.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a perfect system.
What
I
if
think
it
I like the
requires a
concept.
little bit of work.
I like the idea.
What if his alt was just his like the next 10 seconds, his autos just use every single gun.
Okay, that's something. Does it what?
That's
does
an
it get-
idea.
no, does it get the range of the longest
Oh
gun?
yes.
and
Oh, you
then-
better believe it does.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I already hate it. What happens when you press Q? Everything.
They all go.
Just
They all go.
everything,
Did you
man.
hear him?
For
He
10
says he uses
seconds,
all
that's
guns.
everything. It's just all of it, man. Oh, they call me Certainly T. I bet you that was the original concept.
I bet you.
I'm just imagining like his animation of him, like he still T poses, but then all the guns are like around him floating, and they all just like unload. Like,
I just imagine him with like, just like his arms are just going in like a frenzy, like alligator arm. Like I don't know, it's cracking me up in my brain.
It's like the Zenyatta experience tranquility, but it's just all the guns just like shooting around him. Like, you know, when he uses Q and he auto locks onto everything around him and you just like go. It's just that. Like you hit ultimate and he just hovers and like everything all of his autos are auto targeted on the closest thing to him and he just like hovers in the team fight and just like goes through, just nuking everything.
He's all zen.
And this is why we don't balance champions.
How many guns does he have? 6?
5.
5. Yeah.
Knock that down to 4, and then what's her name? The moon.
Oh yeah, his sister, Filiosa.
Okay.
Okay. No.
That's not right, but okay.
Lunara?
No, that's a dryad in World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, you're right. God damn it.
It's his stepsister.
Oh my god,
so
I'm
it's
sure
okay.
Diana says it all the time.
Sister.
I can't think of what her name is.
A loon.
A loon?
It's a loon.
Okay, well that's
I was close.
yeah. But a loon's holding like the other 2 guns, and they're all held sideways by both characters to show them you're serious.
God damn it.
All right, let's get off that. Let's go to the next one. Darius, this nerf doesn't matter. I'm still gonna ban him every game I play top.
Yeah, I think he's the most banned champion in League of Legends right now.
It's like okay, right? It's like, oh, we took some damage off his W, like cool.
Yeah,
Cost more mana, cool. His E cost more mana early, but less late. But I'm pretty sure you max E second, so it's not like that really matters.
yeah.
I don't know. He's still gonna be annoying as long as his bleed does a 4th year health bar. Draven. This one's actually kind of nice for Draven.
Yeah.
Getting more attack or movement speed on his
On his
W.
W.
Like I can imagine like playing, because I don't really play Draven because I suck at him and I just don't want to put the time into it because it feels kind of awkward, like pressing S and waiting for your X is like what I do. But I imagine this might have like more of that, right? You have to wait for your X like more if you want to like keep it up.
Well, it's rewarding players that can manipulate where the axe lands.
Yeah,
it's rewarding aggressive plays. Because like if you're in a team fight and you like press W, like the movement speed is irrelevant because you're already standing where the axe is going to land anyway. So it's when you're chasing somebody down, your initial like W will get you closer to the person to like help run them down.
I'm just saying I can just see that awkward thing,
right?
Like happening if I played it, and I don't know. But like it's a buff and it's actually like I think pretty good because you max at second. So you have like 55% in lane still at level 8, and you can like his whole thing is just, hey, I'm just gonna run at you now and auto attack you, and I'm gonna do more damage than you. So there's nothing you can do about it. So I think that's a good one for him. Garen nerf, pretty happy.
that magic resist growth going from 1.25
thank
to
God.
0.75 is
Thank
actually
God.
huge.
Yeah, he's just tanky for no reason. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Remember when they put a shield on his W and they were like, "This is a good idea."
Yeah. Oh, it's still there.
I know it's still there.
Yeah, I don't have to remember. I've been living it. He's been in a lot of my games lately. So basically his damage goes down too with the Phantom Dancer build. So happy with that. Hecarim, I like it.
I always love me
It-
some Hecarim buffs. Can
yeah,
style on
getting
some
increased
kids.
fear duration on distance you go. I think that's super sweet.
Yeah.
Because right now, like, you really just don't do that much. You kind of just eat the target and just fear him right away.
Yeah.
And so, like, going for the max range and then like eating back maybe is like more like riskier but more optimal. Like with this too.
Again, rewarding more experienced players for
Yeah.
having better placement on their
So
own.
big fan of that. I don't know. Maybe you'll see him more. Kane buff.
They're called
What's your-
orbs. By reading this, I'm able
weird.
to determine that they are called orbs.
But what are the orbs made of?
Hatred
It could
or
be.
love.
Is it really
Don't
love?
think it's love.
The one that literally one shots everybody. Is that
No,
love?
he's killing them with kindness.
Oh, I can get with that.
Yeah.
Considering like most of the league champions are criminals, probably a good get.
Is it most? How are we defining criminals?
It depends on what faction you root for, I guess.
I
No,
guess
that's actually
fair.
valid. That's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Silas would say that Garen's a criminal, you know?
Yeah.
If you are a Demacian, every mage is a criminal.
Everyone that's not you is a criminal if you're Demacian.
It's
Yeah, I
kinda
remember when
true.
there used to be like the goody two shoes. That was a good route they took by like, hey, they're not. I think that'd be a really sweet route if like they ever did like an MMO.
Yeah.
Fingers
Right,
crossed
please.
they are working on MMO.
Fingers crossed. They gotta be. There's so much money in that. How could they not be?
I mean, they're working on every other genre, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why not the MMO?
Mhm.
No.
WoW killer question mark with arrows pointing at random pictures of the League of Legends. map.
MMOs will like
Every YouTube video ever.
I personally don't believe you'll ever get an MMO like that popular ever again. I just think the
Nope,
genre in
don't say either.
general, like people don't have time for it anymore. Like you'll never kill WoW because it's only people that play MMOs play WoW. So,
Also, WoW was like one of the first MMOs ever, so
Yeah,
it
and MOBAs were a
laid the
thing.
groundwork.
back then.
It's true.
So I think like the
people just don't have time for the grind.
yeah, but I mean that's our age, right? There's kids these days. There were kids just like us.
Yeah, but kids don't like the like big grinds. They want like the fast fun games
Yeah,
kind of a thing.
Yeah, probably.
I'd say as a majority. I'm just saying that like obviously there are kids that like could play MMOs, but like unless you like revolutionize it again, like you're not gonna magically destroy WoW and get this new fan base by like just making an MMO.
I'm with you.
It'd have to be some new big thing.
I'm mostly agreeing with you, but I'm also going to tell you that part of this is you projecting your own feelings towards MMOs onto the younger
Dude, I love MMO. I want an MMO so bad.
Okay.
I want a
Okay.
great MMO so bad.
Okay. I've never seen you play an MMO for more than 3 days.
Hey, we played.
That's because okay. To be fair, I
To be fair,
I love MMOs. I played RuneScape for years, and I played Old Republic for years. I played Guild Wars 2 for like 4 years. Love it, but like I play video games with people, and when people stop playing the game, I lose complete interest in it. So like every time I play an MMO by myself, it lasts about 3 days, and then I'm like, nope, I'm out because either A, I have no one to play with, or B, the other person had an extra day off of work than I did, and they power leveled so far ahead that I'm like, I'm not going to spend the next 3 days like grinding to catch up to you. Like, screw this, I'm out. But
all right. Back to Kane. I like it. I think it's actually a good buff.
for those of you not following along at home, the buff is at 10 to 13 minutes into the game, Kane will increase his orb gain speed by 15%, rising throughout the duration.
Yeah, allows them to get it faster. And as an avid Kane mid player, I'm happy.
When you played Kane mid, what was your benchmark time for transforming?
I'm trying to remember. I think it depends on the matchup, honestly. For when I get it, and especially if they were a melee or a ranged, because you always go shadow if you're mid lane.
Yeah.
And it depends on the player too. Like if I played against a Xerath like last week, and I hit him with every single W I threw, and I got it at like 9 minutes.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that number, but I got it very fast. And so I think with this though, it makes it more likely I'll get shadow faster. I want to say it was around like 11, 12 minutes that I would get it, but not completely sure.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, you can talk about Kindred.
Oh,
You
she's
are the jungle
fun.
main.
So I forgot about these two buffs when I was like playing her the other day because I was like, yeah, she got an armor and a mana regen buff. I was like, hell yeah, now she's OP. And I played her and we won. Yeah, attack damage and mana regen.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I said armor when I played her, by the way.
Did you see how big the mana regen buff is?
Yeah, now I am.
It is 0.028 mana regen.
Hey,
It
man,
went from 6.972 to 7.
I completely forgot about the WR changes or buffs, which was great. Like now that I'm looking at them, like that's why I was so healthy. Because again, I honestly thought it was an armor buff, so I was like, oh wow, I'm like way healthier in this jungle. No, yeah, the W healing is actually pretty good. I definitely felt it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely read that 6.9 as a 7.2 as a 6.072. So actually, no, it's the line crossing through it screwed me up.
Full disclosure,
I
I
see.
copied it and then pasted it into a search bar so that it would get rid of the line crossing out, so that I knew it was a 9 and not a 0.
Yeah.
I also was not sure.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. Then the attack, it's what I mean. The attack damage feels like 3 at level 18.
Uh,
Probably I can't remember.
because it's only a 0.24 buff.
Yeah.
Also, why was her attack damage growth ever 2.26?
They have the most random numbers, and I don't understand why.
Why was her mana regen
like,
6.972? Why wasn't it just 6.9? Like
I don't get why these champions have these most obscure numbers ever. It doesn't make any sense.
It must just be like the math of like when they're 18 and they use like their full combo. So Kindred would be like you like Q W E somebody like, and then you use like 3 Qs at this mana regen. Like this is how much mana she'll have at the end of the trade. So like, and then you slowly tune the mana regen down. So you're like there now she can only kill 2 people before she needs to like take a step back or something like that. And then I'm sure it's just like it's trying to be too precise. I bet. And now they realize like, what if we just made it an even, 7? But
yeah, I don't know because
convert that to AD growth, and if I'm auto attacking a tank, let's increase by 0.25 per level, and let's see what it feels like now.
I was thinking like these numbers at like level, 18 would be like an even number, and that's why. But you take that at old attack damage, and at level 18 it's 40.68. So
did you pull out your phone and use the calculator to do that?
Oh, you better believe I did.
I was just grabbing my phone to do that before you started saying it. I was like, oh my god.
So I don't just whatever reason they do, whatever they had. Maybe just flipped a coin. But the Lamb's Respite, I don't know, like, is that like really a buff? Because doesn't that also heal the enemy that much too?
No, it just heals you.
Oh, really?
The enemy doesn't get a heal.
Oh, I thought they did for some reason.
Can I just point out that is pronounced respite?
Is it respite?
You said respite.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Don't.
Isn't it Lamb's Respite?
It's respite.
You sure it's not Respity?
It's respite.
Yeah, well, let's move on.
I 100% positive it's respite.
Oh, I believe you.
It doesn't sound like you do.
I could have swore it was Lamb's Respite.
But just like Valorant, I'm gonna pronounce it Respite.
Valorant.
Yeah, no. Morgana.
We're buffing Morgana's support and her movement speed because
her movement speed buffs scare me.
Because I don't have a reason. I don't have a reason for why. Her Black Shield is at rank 1, it's 60, and now it's 80. At max, it's still 300, so they're just
Yeah.
increasing it early and toning out the scaling, and she'll get 5 more movement speed. I don't get it. I don't know why they're even touching this champion.
I don't either. I hate that champion. I ban it every time I'm bot lane. But sure, go for it.
We're seeing Rise on patch notes, and it's not a full rework, so
They just made it another week.
yeah,
The same champion.
His mana regen growth was 0.8 to now 1.
Yeah, that's
so big buffs there. And his rune prison does 40 more damage at max rank, the same damage at first rank, and scaling in between. That's it.
Yeah, it's nice for Rise. Man Regen especially is. Because then you might, like, maybe with this, you don't really have to go Rod of Ages. You can just go Tier.
Maybe.
Which would be kind of good for him. Because it kind of feels bad building both of them, honestly. You don't spike as early.
It always feels bad building both of them, but usually you just become a monster if you can get to late game.
Yeah. So, good for him. Good job, Rise. You got stronger.
You didn't get reworked.
I don't like playing against you, so pretty sweet.
We are running shorter on time, so is there anything specific, anything else specifically that you like?
I just realized how long this would have taken if we'd gone through the entire patch notes.
I like the Senna nerf, which would have been our next one also. So that keeps things simple.
Shen jungle buff.
Oh yeah.
Shen jungle buff.
The best counter ganker of them all.
Doesn't matter where he is. He's there, man.
He's just there. But no, I think the Senna one, I think it's a good way to go at the strategy where she doesn't farm and the support does. Because she just gets less for it. Because I like the strat. I think strat's fun. I don't want them to destroy that strategy. But it was too much. And she was getting way too much stuff for it. So reducing the attack damage she gets per skull and reducing how fast she can like stack souls off of the enemy champions from trading with them has been slowed down or at early levels. So she just won't have 100 stacks at 25 minutes. So or be as strong with it. So I think that's a good one.
The last like kind of important thing is they made a couple of changes for top laners specifically. Death's Dance is just getting overhauled as an item.
I forgot about that.
80 attack damage and 10% CDR to 50 AD, 30 armor, 30 magic resist, and 10% cooldown.
It feels good on Wukong. I literally built it last game. I don't know why I forgot about it.
And it stores 30% of all post mitigation damage received for melee champions, 20% for ranged champions, and takes this damage over time as true damage.
Yeah, it's a good item.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's more flavor, like the flavor matches more what the item's supposed to be. And then the recipe obviously got changed. But the other thing they changed was teleport.
That's a big one.
The cooldown used to be 6 minutes. Now it starts at 7 minutes. And goes down to 4 minutes throughout the course of the game, depending on what level you are. And it has a new passive called, well, I don't think it's called Can't Catch Me. That's the note on it. But it says it grants 3 seconds of 30 to 50% movement speed upon teleport completion based on character level.
I felt this buff pretty well when I played Wukong top. When we got like late into the game, I was like, yeah, my TP's not up. And I was like, oh, it is up. Okay, never mind. Like, I guess I'm coming. It was just very... Yeah.
You also feel it early too, which is I think good. I think it's like a good way of doing the whole trade off with it, because like you can't just like it's not as a lot of champions just take teleport like Rise, like Kassadin, like Ezreal, and they just they get their tier or whatever, and they teleport back in, and then they just like keep repeating, like they'll just keep repeating the teleport with it, and so they can always have like an advantageous like item spike on the enemy champion, and this makes it so you can't do that quite as well. They'll still probably take it because it is like maybe Ezreal won't, but like Kassadin and Rise still will, because it is super important to get that tier as early as possible. But they won't be able to like abuse the fact that it's like still that it'll hurt them more the fact that's like a longer cooldown to early levels. So I think it's a nice nerf to some champions / buff to others.
Right.
So yeah, good job. I was wondering what they would do with teleport because I don't know. I think it needed to be addressed somehow because it kind of usually felt bad for most champions. But you just kind of had to take it. And I think this is a kind of a good creative way of getting around that and allowing like them to impact them like top laners that want to teleport gank and allow them to do it better.
Yeah. So Eli, do you have team fight trivia for us?
I do. I've got 5. They're relatively short. It's not a really long one.
Sweet.
We're gonna stick to the normal model of you guys are gonna buzz in. There is one question that I'm just gonna. It'll be whoever's closer, but the topic this week is about League of Legends music.
Oh, fun.
There's a couple of gimmies in here. And there's a couple that are like I would be surprised.
I'm not getting any of this.
Okay, there we
Let's
go.
do it.
Fine. You guys ready on your
Yep.
buzz-ins on Discord?
Logan buzzed in, so let him give the answer. for
Oh
the
my
first one.
god. I just make sure it's working. I'm sorry for caring.
All right. Number 1. What is the first canonical band in League of Legends? That's Logan.
Pentakill.
You got it.
Yeah.
That was one of the gimmies. All right. Question number 2. League of Legends released an album called War Songs. What year did that come out? I actually didn't see who did them. That's Coobs.
2014.
Incorrect.
I had no idea.
Logan?
War Songs was part of the electronic music, which probably would have came out after DJ Sona, and I don't know when that came out. So I'm going to say I'll just say 2015.
That is also incorrect.
Shit,
it
is
is
it 16?
2016.
Damn it! Oh, I was going to say 16.
I've never even heard of that.
It's their
know
like
what this is.
it's when they remixed a bunch of songs.
I don't remember that at all.
Yep. The League of Legends heavy metal band Pentakill released their debut album in 2014. What is the album called?
Oh crap! I should know this.
Shut up! No,
No, for real.
There's no reason for you should know this.
It's
Except that it's good music, and I actually
except for they're all based off of item names, so like or like things in the game. So it's
Coops?
not Mortal Kombat.
Force of Nature.
Incorrect.
Seemed like a good album name.
That's it. I could see it.
Is it Grasp? No, I'll guess it anyway. But it's probably wrong. It's a Grasp the Undying.
That's the name of a song.
Damn it. Okay.
Actually, no. That's Deathfire Grasp. The name
Oh,
of the album
Deathfire Grasp. Shit.
is Smite and Ignite.
I would not have gotten that.
Mine was better.
Mortal Reminder's the good song. That's one that has a music video.
They've got a few really good songs, actually. All right. What is the most popular song on the League of Legends Spotify page? And this is one that the best guess takes the point. Coobs, go ahead.
It's the K-pop. Fuck, I can't remember it.
You posted like 15 times.
I know. I thought I had it, but I just lost it.
You guys both
Can I
get to
steal? Can I steal
Yeah,
his
you
You guys
answer?
both get to guess, and whichever one
I don't know
is
if
the highest up gets the point. Obviously, if
Can I just go and steal his answer?
Yeah, you can do
Or-
that if you want.
Okay. It's KDA.
Is that your answer?
All right, I'll just go with the other answer.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay.
Give me Rise.
Okay, so 2 reasons why Coobs gets the point here.
Oh, because
Number one,
the name of the
KDA
song
is
is
the name
Pop
of the-
Stars.
Right. And Popstars would be number 1, but it's attributed to KDA as an artist and not League of Legends.
Oh, really?
Yes. The actual number 1 is Legends Never Die. Rise is number 2.
So the song Warriors, for instance, would not have counted either.
Warriors is attributed to League of Legends. It
That's
is number
dumb.
4 on their list.
That is dumb in many ways.
I'm not saying
Warrior.
I disagree with you. I'm just saying
Imagine
that's what it
Dragons
is.
was a separate band before, and KDA was created because Riot was like, let's make a goddamn song.
You're
I know.
wrong, anyways.
I'm just looking at the top 10 list. In case of point, Rise Remix is number 8, and Legends Never Die Remix is number 6. So they've got, like,
Weird.
yeah. And for the last one, which by the way, you split 1-1. I think that means Logan's up 4 points total right now. For a February 2015 release, Riot collaborated with artists such as Bass Nectar and Dada Life on what project?
It's the DJ
Go ahead,
Sona.
Logan. You got it, it's DJ Sona.
Yeah, and Steve Aoki was the other one.
That wasn't on the list that I saw, but I'm not saying that's wrong.
He does he made the red one, the red color.
Take his point away. It was wrong. It's not right.
It was correct. It was the correct answer.
Nah, yeah, take it away though.
I'm not going to do that.
I listen to League of Legends music a lot, by the way.
I do not.
You should. It's good.
I
So
listened
Logan
to
gets 2
Canadian
points.
one,
He's at a total of 17. Koobs gets a point, and that puts him up to 12.
Ooh.
So that's it. That's all I've got.
That's all we got.
Alright.
Short.
Alright, goodbye folks.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that the outro? Is goodbye, folks?
No.
No. Could it be though?
No.
Okay.
Well, but it is going to do it for us today. Remember
We
to
have a
follow us here. What?
Oh, we have a question.
We have a question.
okay.
No, go
Most
ahead.
hyped you've ever been for a champ release?
Where's that question from? Is that in our chat?
Suggestion box. If you scroll down, we have a suggestion box.
Oh. Well, let's answer the question quick. We got time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to having questions. What's the most hype you've been for a champ release? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a throwback for me. I'm gonna say Kha'Zix. It was like it's the first champion I ever spent RP on. I drove an hour with a couple of friends to go to a Best Buy to spend money on an RP card so that I could buy the champion because I didn't have a credit card at the time. I bought the champion. I bought the full metal. Is that what it is?
No, Mecha. Mecha Kha'Zix.
Mecha Kha'Zix. Yeah.
I mean, I know Logan's has got to be Jin or Jinx.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jin. Jinx was really good though, because of when the music video came out, that one was really hype. But I'd have to say Jin, because they played all those like mysterious videos of like Zed, Garen, Sona, and Vi, and you were trying to figure out what the hell it meant, and the flower, like the one of the flowers exploding. Sona gets shot in the throat, Garen the heart, Vi the back, and Zed was I can't remember. Zed got shot, but like. That one was really hype, and the music was playing. That one was fun because it was like 3 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks of just them doing that. So it was like took forever, but it was just like so much anticipation, and then it became my favorite champion. So it delivered, I would say.
Yeah, I think mine. Maybe there's one I was more hyped for. I'm just not remembering right now. But Silas jumps to my mind. I just thought like the fact of like stealing alts and the fact that I just can't stick with one champion and have to play everybody at the cost of my own performance. I don't know. I was just like super excited for that and the whole like rebellion stuff. I was pretty pumped about him. So I think he's my.
I just thought of an honorable mention in my head.
Okay, really quick. You guys got to do the outro without me because I have to use the restroom. So
okay, have fun.
Back by the time you guys are done. Bye.
Bye. Quick honorable mention that I just thought of. I was on like vacation when Nar came out in August, I remember, and that one was super hype because I was trying to figure out like what the hell it was, and then they released the abilities, and I remember everybody on the internet was like, "This champion sucks." They were like, "You'll never be able to like time his mega form."
You choose it.
Yeah, you're like in the mid fight, he turns mini, and then you just die. This champion's garbage, and I remember, yeah, I was like sitting there, and I was like, "No, like it's OP, like he's gonna define the top meta. He's gonna be so good, and like it's gonna be like." Pick ban and pro, and then within like a month, like it's exactly what it was, and it's it's what it is. When Nar is OP, like he's in the top lane meta, and like you have to pick around him and ban him, and they learn how to time his mega form, and I don't know. So like that one I got really hyped for because of just that like everyone's wrong. Like I know you're all wrong, and then it was like boom, he's OP. So that one
I got a good honorable one.
Okay.
Kled.
Yes, that one was good.
Kled was
the video of like they're like killing all the Demacian soldiers, and then he like jumps out, and him and Skarl are like the love, like instead of the flowers, it's the spears and stuff, and they.
And wasn't it with Kled the one where they like changed on like one of their boards of like lore. They like it was like something
Yeah.
like Kled wrote something like talking crap about somebody.
In all of them, it was like all the champions were
That's right,
changed to
that's
like
right.
Kled being like this guy, like a like this stupid scorpion or whatever sucks.
Yeah.
Like he can't do anything. Yeah.
I love that. That was great.
Yeah, because he trash talks like everybody in the game, basically. That's the best part. I love that champion.
So yeah, those would be my two probably.
Alright.
I don't even play Kled though now, but
Yeah.
I was hyped on release.
All right, but for real this time, that is going to do it for us. Remember to follow us here on Twitch and Twitter at Talk of the Rift. If you missed any of our other episodes, you can check them out on our Anchor page, anchor.fm/Talk of the Rift. From there, you can find us on virtually all podcast platforms from Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, just to name a few. Don't forget to send us your questions for our Q&A, and we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.